All right. What is up, gents? Happy Monday, if you could call it a happy Monday. Took the weekend off, and it looks like the whole of the crypto world is imploding, if you want to say that. Now, we're going to look at a bunch of important charts. We're going to go back on some of the things we've been looking at over the past few months. We're going to start with this chart here, guys, which is the total 3. Now, number one, I want to say, none of us can foresee world event black swans, if you want to call it that, right? Nobody can see things that are going to drive down the market the way it did over the weekend. However, what we can say is, regardless of the narrative, we should have been expecting a drawdown to the bottom area of this support for total 3. And again, maybe it was about a month ago or something, we made this little squiggle here. We said, right, we're approaching the apex, probably one more drawdown. If we can form a higher low for the total 3, that's going to be great. We coil up and then expand into the last phase of the bull run, which most likely will be before the end of the year. And then we take profits, making a slightly higher high from last time. Everyone expects us to, I don't know, blow off all the way to like 3 trillion. Maybe it doesn't happen for the total 3. And then everyone gets trapped again in another 4-year cycle. So really what we're looking for now is the last pumps to be exiting our positions, guys. Now, in the last video 2 days ago, didn't get that many views. I just assume a lot of people were probably busy over Friday, but let's listen to it. Okay, so we've got a bunch of shorts piling up at where we are now, okay? So realistically, what we should be expecting in this time is just chop in between the shorts and longs. And if we do reach the apex, which we're going to look at in a second, and then have a rejection, we should expect a big level of support at 97k. Cool. So what happened on the 4-hourly chart? We had that massive dump over the weekend, guys. And where did we find support? We found support right around that 97k region. I think we actually wicked off, what was that, 98.1k. And now we're coming back up to the shorts, guys. So I want to say, before everyone gets ahead of themselves, you're going to go on crypto Twitter, which I actually really hate at the moment. I've had to block so many accounts. Everyone's going to say, oh, look at this green candle, everything's over. When really we're coming up to a massive pocket of short sellers, guys. Okay, so maybe we have another rejection here. Go back down to 97k, try and retest a double bottom. But I want to say that 97k all the way up to like 105k, we've got so many shorts piling up here, guys. You can see it in the volume bar. You can see it in the volume bar here, right? It is the biggest volume bar out of pretty much all of these. So expect some more downside. That being said, we went into fear yesterday. Another dump probably will bring us back into fear, low levels of fear, extreme fear. And that could be right around when we do test the bull market support band. So whether you like it or not, Benjamin Cowen's been pretty on point with it so far this year, or so far this cycle. And if we do need another retest of the bull market support band to gain that support, that's going to be like mid 90k, probably about 94, 95k. And what will that do to our altcoins, guys? Well, what it will do to our altcoins is probably bring it all the way down to the refined demand zones. And we're going to look at our others chart in a second. So you guys, you've got to pay attention. This is how I just keep a cool head, because if you have been listening to the videos, then you would know that we always look at the downside scenarios as well, guys. 200 billion, big level of support. And while everyone is panicking, ETH mega well net positions yesterday started seeing some mega inflows, okay? When the price dipped on June 21st, nearly $250 million of Ethereum was bought up by ETH mega wells. And now just some food for thought, guys. I mean, alt season indicator, everyone's waiting for the alt season. I'm just waiting. If we're going to get the alt season, then we'd expect it towards the very end of the cycle once Bitcoin truly has topped. So if you think Bitcoin's topped, then we should be expecting it soon. If you don't, then you've got to wait longer for the altcoin season. But fun fact, the low of this indicator in the previous years, from 2019 to 2024, so 5 years of data now, has been in June or latest July. We're now in June, guys. Okay, so are we going to ignore this? And are we going to ignore this? The altcoin season indicator, you could say, right? Every single time we've been around June 1st. Well, it's only been 2 times to go off, guys. But it has signaled a low in the altcoins. Okay, is it really this simple for altcoins? And the reason that I say I'm hating crypto Twitter at the moment while I'm blocking accounts, I mean, this look on chain's not too bad, but BlackRock depositing 18 million to Coinbase Prime 40 minutes ago, first sell move after constant buying. People run with this in the fear to try and scare you out of your bags. I mean, all it's done is erase 1 day of buying, guys. It's not that deep. So now we check out the others chart, and you guys can see here, if we're to repeat the 4-year cycle, usually happens at the end of the 4-year cycle. One thing that we really need to be looking at, number one, which I don't like, is this big volume sell candle here. I don't really like that, because usually we do get continued, at least 2 bars of continued sell candles, and this is on the monthly, guys. But we really need to see 2 supports being held up. Number one, this yellow line. Number two, around 148 billion. If we do go down to the yellow line from where we are now, that's another 16% move. Doesn't seem that bad when you look at it like this, but 16% all the way down to the range lows is a 32% move for the others chart. 32% again off altcoins, guys, would be disgusting. And yes, we've got to look at the downside scenarios. We said it for the total 3 all the way up here. Right, I said to you guys, if we do come down something like this as 20%, we've come down that 20%, even from that most recent dump here, guys, in sort of middle of June, right? We went all the way down 15%, and everybody is super panicking right now because a lot of people's altcoins are really getting wrecked. While we're looking at downside targets, I do think the upside price momentum for Bitcoin dominance is getting close to an end. It's getting close. It seems like sentiment is completely washed out the market. Everybody now is convinced their altcoins are not going to do anything. And yeah, I do think that a lot of altcoins won't do anything. Doesn't mean that all won't do anything. I do think that we will still get some altcoins that will get some good performance come the end of the year, guys. But this is why we diversify. We don't go all in on one altcoin. Right now, my biggest bag is going to be in ETH. And that is just based on the fact that we've seen this cycle being an ETF-driven cycle. We can check the on-chain data for ETH. You can see ETH whales stay accumulating. I want to stay on that side of the trade, guys, rather than being overly speculative. But again, we maintain our altcoin positions. We're waiting for Bitcoin dominance to top. I'm just going to let it do its thing right now, rather than trying to say we're top now, we're top now, we're top now. Topped at 70%. What if we go to 73%, right? Only time's going to tell. But it's whether or not you guys believe that we are actually going to get a drawdown, whether we actually are going to top, if this thing's going to be up only forever, all the way back to 100%. I don't really see that happening, guys. But right now, we should be expecting, again, a lot of volatility over today. Bitcoin is at this resistance again, guys. Usually these wicks get filled, so just bear that in mind. But you look at the macro, still in a massive uptrend. Haven't lost any key support yet, guys. Until things change, we stay patient and we stay cool, calm and collected. But that's it. You guys let me know how you're feeling about the market in the comments. If you made it this far, like the video, leave me a comment to let me know how your weekend was. Subscribe if you're new. I'm going to see you in the next one.